Let's do it like this.
Brace yourself.
Hey yo, what's up? It's the DopeSpot somewhere in South Africa. We're hanging out with Mochen. What's up, my guy?
It's all good, all good. How's it?
I'm all G. I'm also happy that you pulled up.
Yeah, that's what's up, my guy.
Yeah,
I'm also happy to be here. Thanks for having me. Yeah, that's what's up.
First thing first, I love the whole branding thing going on.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to that.
Yeah, G-Science fam in the building. It's actually a company that I own with my friend. It's actually a management company. We have artists that we groom under us and everything. We teach them the culture, the whole, hip hop thingy, R&B thingy, music as a whole. So that's what we do. It used to be a fashion thingy back then, but then we realized now that the music matters more. Well, at least to us. So the music matters more. So we decided let it take the musical part. So that's what we do. We groom artists and everything, and we teach them, how the game goes, everything that we've learned in the game and everything. So yeah, that's what's up.
So you're basically sharing your 8 years, 9 years experience with these kids.
Yeah, that's what's up. Because we also, none of this were given to us, so we had to go out there and hustle and scramble for it and everything. So we thought, what, now that we've gathered this information and everything, let us help the ones that are coming up as well, give them the information, the ropes and everything. You're gonna get robbed along the way and everything. This is how the game goes. This is what you can do in order for you to create a platform for yourself. This is what you can do in order to expose yourself. This is what you can do in order to put your brand out there. So yeah, that's basically what we do.
Talking of being robbed, have you ever been robbed, misled, like, yo, I'm gonna do this for you, and then it doesn't materialize?
Well, not like that. Luckily, my manager and I, we've been kind of thinking about it for quite some time though. We sat and analyzed the game first before we got into it, because we've been like fans of music ever since before we came here and stuff, So we've actually been hearing people saying, "Hey, you gotta be careful. Hey, watch out and everything." We've been working with a lot of people and a lot of well-known artists and everything. So we've been seeing the whole tricks of the game going back and forth, So we were like, now we gotta be careful. We don't just sign deals. We don't just put our names on the contract and everything. So we are quite careful with this type of things. So we've never really been robbed like that. Unless somebody gigging and you go to a gig and perform, they have to pay you at the end of the gig. They only gave you the deposit. And at the end of the gig, the person who's supposed to pay you is not there and everything. So that's what's up. Yeah, that's what's up. We get those type of things, but not anymore. We work with contracts now, so.
Are you okay to reveal your bookings?
Yeah, it's dope. I mean, it all depends on the magnitude, and it all depends on the magnitude of the gig, and it all depends on the distance, the radius from where we are. Locally, it's 1.5. And out of Pretoria, it's 2 grand.
So are you trying to tell me that out of Pretoria, are you talking about still in Gauteng or?
Yeah, still in Gauteng though.
So if someone from Limpopo books you, how much can we actually be talking about?
It also depends on the magnitude of the gig. Like I'm saying, I cannot be like specific right now. Sometimes what we do is that we go into an agreement. You pay for the performance and the transportation. If it's something that will require us to be there for over a day and everything, you have to pay for the accommodation. That's how it goes. We are not gonna be that steep and say, nah, this is no. We negotiate it. That's how the game goes. We negotiate. So,
you're talking of grooming a lot of artists, and then on your latest single, Pull Up, I had a whole bunch of rappers.
Yeah, that's what's up.
You guys did the Demon thing.
Yeah.
And one thing that I got applaud on is that usually, when you have a lot of people on the song, it's, you're gonna have maybe 2 or 3 verses which is gonna like, yo, I like that, but then I do have a specific verse which I'm like, yo, this one goes in, but then still the whole song sounds proper. So how was like the whole process of making Pull Up?
I feel like the people who jumped on were the people that I called personally and say, yo, I want you on this. I didn't just choose just anyone. These are the people that I might say I've known since coming up as an artist. Most of them I've worked with since they started rapping and everything. I actually put some of them on. Some of them we've been doing features together and everything. I feel like they came with that spirit of knowing how to, yo, Mochen on the verse and everything. I always go hard on my verses. Sometimes I say, yo, let me try and be a little bit commercial, but they know, everyone knows. If you know my music, there's no free giveaway verse that you can say, just I always go hard on my verses. So I guess that's the type of approach that they all took. And then it wasn't even because I know them personally and I know that they go hard as well. Those are the people that I know for sure that they go hard as well. So props to all of them. I know that you guys did everything right and everything. The song sounds proper. I love it too. I didn't expect it to be like that as a remix as well. But yeah, they all went in very hard.
And yo, there's gal.
Yeah, Nipsey Blunt, who raps.
Yes,
Nipsey Blunt.
exactly.
Yeah, it's
I was
Nipsey
listening to this like, yo, mommy goes
She's
in.
dope. She's
Mommy
dope.
goes
She's
in.
dope,
You know,
yeah.
I'm actually happy to have ladies. I don't even know how she looks,
Yeah.
but then already I'm a fan because usually with ladies, bruh, we are a fan of how they look.
Yeah.
But then now I'm just like.
The
yo,
music speaks
she-
now. Let
the
the music speak.
before I
Let the
actually get to
music
meet
speak. Yeah,
meet the person, she really went in very hard.
Yeah, yeah.
So my guy, you've been rapping for the longest time, and then have you ever got to a point where you feel like, yo, this thing is hard, bruh? I'm giving up.
I feel like the talent is there. It speaks for itself, though. If you're asking in terms of, you know, the art itself, I've never felt like
No,
that.
it's-
Only the hustle.
Yeah,
The
the
part
hustle.
of the the part of the hustle.
You can be good, like, I mean, you can release all the music. It's more like
Yeah.
you release the music and people are not responding in the manner that you feel like, yo, they should be receiving it.
Man, you know how I took it as though I was cutting a big tree. Nah, you can't just beat one side and then move to the other side because there's no sign of you know progress this side. And no, what you have to do is beat one side and, you know, keep on hammering one side until it falls to the other side. So that's what I did. We pressed on and pressed on and pressed on and pressed on up until something started happening. Luckily for me, when I dropped my first track, I had people responding to it, and from that track onwards, I made sure that, you know what, I gotta hit hard, I gotta go hard, I gotta, you know, put the level up. Yeah, put the level up. Not just be, you know, consistent in the terms of putting out music, but I have to improve.
Yes.
So whenever you hear something new, you know that it's a level higher than what you've heard before. So that's what I do. Luckily, my people are responding very well and they receive the music very well. I have a following. Sometimes they are the ones who put pressure on. I'll be working on something. I'll say I'm working on videos or whatever. Like now, I'm doing my whole Mochen Wednesday thing and everything. They'll be the ones who'll be coming up and saying, yo, we need new music, where's your stuff and everything. So I'll be pushed to put out more stuff, you know, as quick as I can. But then I make sure that the quality is always there.
Alright, tell me more about the Mochen Wednesday. What's really going on there?
We, just like we were saying before the interview, we sat and analyzed the game, and then we realized that, you know what, a lot of people know your songs, but they don't know you personally. How about you give them a glimpse of what it's like to be Mochen? It's not just the videos of my songs and everything, it's actually the videos of how I record some of the songs that I won't put out now.
Yeah.
Some of
So you should give them teasers.
yeah, I'm giving them, you know,
this
a
song.
tap into the life of Mochen as an artist. So I'm actually creating a platform for myself. Times are changing. It won't just be about the audios and everything. We have to tap into the visual world as well. So that's what I did. I thought, you know what, these people don't know me, but they actually know my music and stuff. I'd meet a random person on the street talking about Mochen and stuff. A little kid. That's what I do. I always tell my manager, yo, I just bumped into some kid bumping a track that I dropped maybe in 2014 and stuff. He doesn't even know that it's my track. I can't even say. Not only these other boys, but this other shop and stuff.
Yeah.
I bumped into them and never had this other track, Gold Raj.
Yeah.
I dropped it last year and stuff. I'm like, yo, Joe, let's order that track and everything. They don't know that it's a joint and everything. I tell them that's me.
So now you have to argue.
It's not you.
no,
Yeah, it's not you. I meet people randomly at you know, performances and everything. They know that Mochen is gonna be there, but they don't know who Mochen is. So this visual thing that I'm studying right now, I'm actually introducing myself into their world as well.
Yeah.
So we get to know each other on a personal level. So they know this is how you work, this is how you looks, this is Mochen and everything. So we haven't been putting out music videos like that because we've been focusing on the songs and everything, trying to create, you know, a following that whenever we put out a video, those people will be able to tap in and follow and everything. So these visuals, I feel like the time is now. We're ready for it and everything. So they're receiving it very good.
Well, I think, you know, it's actually good that you're giving yourself to the people like that, because I think some other people make it about the music only. People need to know you, need to relate to you, need to really get to have a feel of who this guy is.
Yeah.
So that even when the music is off, they are a fan of what you are. You know, if people fucks with you when the mic is off, you're safe. You know, there's people that, you know, before the music, you know, I love them. I'm like, yo, that guy is the man. You understand? So you really need to give people your real life, because some other people, you know, they live so much fabricated life. Like, yo, they're always having to put up an act when they're out there. So I feel like with this Mochen Wednesday, you know, it's gonna really build a following for you. So moving on, the guy. So your songs have been well received. I saw like 5,000, and then your latest one, it's like just above 200. How long did it take for the other ones to reach 5,000?
Now I feel like I get where you're coming from. It doesn't. Sometimes it takes like 2 months or 3. Sometimes it takes 4. Sometimes it takes a month. You never really know with the people. It all depends on the push that you give the song. Right now, there's a whole lot of things happening at the same time and everything. But I make sure that the loyal fans get something out of that. I've been pushing Pull Up for quite some time now. The original track.
I had it. It's
So
nice.
yeah, I've been pushing that one. But then with these Mochen Wednesday videos, we get interviews, we get gigs, I make sure that whenever I hit the stage, I make sure that the quality is there and everything, so you can understand the type of work that we're putting in right now. We don't really have the time to say, yo, please download this track every day, please download. It's an advancement. Even now, I dropped the track last week, right? Now, tomorrow I gotta push something new and everything for this weekend.
Yeah.
So it's a bit overwhelming. You can't just stick to one thing and everything. I guess we need a better plan though. But then I'm satisfied because I know that the ones that want to hear the track got the track and everything. It's no longer just about the numbers anymore. It's about the loyal fans as well. You gotta keep them entertained. You gotta keep them, give them something to listen to and everything. I actually put out the Pull Out. We still have a plan for the remix though.
Yeah.
And it came out earlier than we had expected, right? We're thinking that we need to put a budget onto this one because we feel like it's not just a giveaway song.
Yeah, it's a nice
It has a lot of people on it. Most of the artists know the plan as well. We're gonna pump in some finances into this track to market the track well and everything, right? But then I feel like the timing and everything is not just aligned with the plan itself. So now the track is out there, let people hear it. The ones that have heard it, it's fine. But then when we start implementing the right plan and everything, that's when you see all the right moves coming into play.
You are working with a lot of people, and
Yeah.
I've been into like sort of groups myself, and there's a commitment issue. So you find that sometimes where you need to like, yo guys, we have this arc for now, and since you have to like the remix,
Yeah.
and there's a lot of people on it, like, yo, let's push this, and then you find that some people are holding back, some people are not pushing. Do you like experience that Jim, where you like, yo, there's that guy, he's there on the song, but then he's never done anything to push out the song, and then how do you deal with that if you have any of that?
Yeah, luckily for us, the artists that we work with under G Science and everything, they are about the work and everything. So we have only 3 of them on the track. We have Flex, who's at the end, we have and we have Carl and myself.
Yeah.
So it's like the 4 of us, right? Now we obviously Mahmoud is doing his journalism stuff and everything. Carl is
Shout out to him.
yeah, shout out to my boy. He's my nigga, that one. Carl as well. He's still in school and everything. He's busy going back and forth on his trips and whatever it is and stuff. So I don't really. The ones that are not in the family and whatnot, it's up to them though. I gave them a platform, just like I'm saying. I gave you a platform. You gave me a platform. It's up to me. Whenever you put the interview out, it's up to me to push the interview for people to see it as well. It's all about, at the end of the day, it's about you as an individual. What do you want to see? Where do you want to see yourself? What do you want to be as an artist? Where do you want to be in the next year or whatever? So I feel like it's on you as an artist to push yourself. I want put it on me and say, yo, I'm angry because you guys are not pushing the track. I'm gonna push it when the time is right, and I'm gonna push it how I want it to be pushed, right? But then it's also up to you as an artist. If you feature on the track, you gotta push it as much as you want to elevate yourself as an artist. So yeah, it's up to them.
I guess in this case it's different because it's more like features. I was actually talking in like a group content like G Science itself, like your artists, like okay, do they pull up when they have to do something like?
Yeah, they do. 100% they do. Just like when I hit them up, I said, yo, I have this song, Pull Up remix and everything. I want you to jump on it. Can you do that? They did. First week, the ones from G Science were in. They're like, yo, we're gonna come. Some we recorded and had to be moved, and they came over again to record and everything. Then we changed the studio and everything. So yeah, that's what's up. They do pull up.
Alright. So you are like involved in behind the scenes, the recording stuff. I just want to ask you this. There's a lot of people who I listen to a whole lot of music, bro.
Yeah.
And then I'll be like, yo, guy, you make maybe a beat maker or a producer. I'm like, yo, you know how this shit goes. You make dope stuff. How did you actually allow this person to do stuff which is not as good? They'll be like, Joe, I didn't want to offend them. Like, I feel like, as a leader,
Yeah.
you gotta say what has to be said.
Yeah.
So do you ever feel like, when you're working with people, some people when you tell them stuff like, yo, this verse was supposed to be like this, or this is actually weak. Can you please try do something better? People catch feelings, or you encounter those like when you tell them something, the next time when you call them to studio, they don't pitch. You have some of the stuff.
I feel like we are blessed because now it only boils down to them putting in the hard work. The talent is there. That's one thing I can tell you. The talent is there. So once the talent is there, it's working hard itself. The talent is working hard itself. So the hard work, it's no longer a matter of, is the stuff that we're gonna put out, is it gonna be good or not? Now the talent is there. Now the problem comes when they don't spend enough time on it. They don't really think about it and everything. And you find that we just like soccer players. Sometimes you on form, you off form and everything. But we try as hard as we can to tell them, you gotta be thinking about this as much as you can. You gotta always be thinking about these type of things and stuff. Even if you don't have a beat to write on, always think about dope lines that and keep them in your head or your memo or whatever and stuff. So we have people who are really talented and whatnot. So we don't really have a problem of people slacking off or not putting out content that is good. Fortunately for us, I know that there are some songs that I hear as well and be like, what happened there? I thought this guy was supposed to be dope, but then the stuff that I'm hearing right now doesn't, on track. Yeah. So now we are blessed like that. I feel like the people that we work with are really talented and everything, so they do it effortlessly. That's why I see God in this whole thing. So yeah.
Alright, G Science, God Science. Okay. So tell me, how many artists are you working with on G Science?
On G Science fan right now, I think we have it's myself, it's Carl, it's Flex, it's Mochen. Yeah, basically these are the 4 guys that are constantly with the label. We also have people who we are affiliated with, like Mochen is a dope singer as well. We have Nipsey Blunt we are affiliated with as well. We have others from Mamelodi. We have Boys, Events Cafe, producers and everything. We have DC as well. We have a lot of artists that we work with, but under us it's only like 5 of us right now with the dancer as well.
Right. So you're from Mabopane. How's the hip hop scene that's like?
We are the roots of the hip hop that side. That's one thing I'm gonna tell you. Hence Mochen is a big problem right now because he's the one who's putting actually Mabopane on the map. So the scene now, currently as we speak, the scene now is a very dope scene because a lot of people are jumping on it, they are hopping on it, so they understand that we actually opening up a whole different platform for them. The whole hip hop platform, we're opening it up for them, so a lot of people are hopping onto it. We also have a lot of dope artists that we don't really work with, but then they are on the scene and you can hear the influence because now when you live in, say you live in Sosha for example, there are no dancers. Whenever a dancer pops out, there's gonna be a lot of dancers after that one. So we feel that way as well. We are the one who's putting it on the map, and because of what we're doing, we see a lot of people following up. We see a lot of people.
Because one thing I've realized about the show, as much as we have rappers and stuff like that, one thing that dominates the most is like dance music. And then I feel like it's a bit difficult for hip hop artists, to like, we rap, hear us out. So it's something else, because I just recently saw a tweet on Facebook by Benchmark. Like they were like, we didn't know that we had dope producers in Mabopane. So, bruh, it's difficult actually.
It is.
And most especially to want to appeal to a market which is already used to, a certain type of music. So how do you deal with it?
I feel like the times are changing right now. I remember I once told Sean that we're approaching a hip hop era. It's coming back. It's coming back again. It's no longer just about the house. If you actually sit back and analyze, you realize that the year before last it was a hip hop year, and last year it was a house year, and it's no longer as difficult as it used to be in the past. Not anymore. I feel like there's like 2 cultures and everything that are trying to fuse together to create one culture and everything. The houses, the guys who do house music are trying to fuse with the guys who are doing hip hop music in terms of production. We need their input as well in terms of making beats and everything. So we kind of joining together to form the one culture and everything. So it's no longer that difficult as it used to be years back. It's no longer that difficult. I feel like a lot of people who are coming up, they're receiving the music well. You have a lot of young kids coming back from school with their cell phones in their ears, listening to hip hop and everything. That's a sign on its own. You have, like very small children.
I actually have a niece. Listen to this. She just when I'm playing, she listen, and then she's gonna come like, whose song was that? I like it. Send me. And the next thing I hear, she's like, actually singing word to word. So I get where you're going with this. So, you're doing well. So what's up? Do you have any project that you're working on that's gonna drop soon?
Yeah. Hey, I have a lot of projects that I'm working on right now. I'm all about the work, like I told you.
Okay.
But the biggest project now that I feel a lot of people know about it is the mixtape, Rise of the Machine. It should be out in this term actually, a few months from now. I'm not quite sure. We haven't really finalized the date, but yeah, it's gonna drop somewhere along this term. So yeah, we trying to. The reason why we've been holding it back was the quality sakes. We're trying to make sure that when we finally put it out, the quality is right there. We don't wanna compromise the quality in order for us to be able to put stuff quickly and everything. So we're busy working on the quality. The mixtape is basically done, though. It's just really enhancing the quality and everything.
Alright, on when you released Way Up, you had a great campaign going on. So what campaign do you have input for the mixtape?
I don't think I haven't planned anything yet. But then when the time comes, I won't say I have a plan of putting the tape out or whatever and stuff. Luckily, my manager used to do marketing, so we got everything on the marketing side. We got everything covered. On the marketing side. We just need to sit and really, because right now it's different phases. We're busy with this Mochen thing. It's taking a lot of our time. We gotta travel. We gotta shoot videos. We gotta do this. We gotta do that and everything. But when the tape comes, I know that we're gonna have a plan lined up by then. So yeah, I'm quite sure.
Alright, we've been talking about the managers. The most time in the interview, I just want to find out this. Like, how did you actually get to a point where you're like, yo, please manage me? Because personally, then, I want to tell you this. In a week, I received at least 2 inboxes on Facebook or on my WhatsApp, like, yo, please be my manager. I'm like, I don't feel like I know how to manage a person. As much as people see me like, yo, this guy can do it, I don't feel like I can do it.
Yeah.
Maybe if I wake up one day like I want to do it, maybe I'll do it. But then at this moment, I don't feel like I can actually get you where you want me to get you. Because the manager is the guy who actually you record. You might work out, but then most of the work behind the scenes, it's the manager. So how did you get to a point where like, yo, I'm gonna choose Sean, and then Sean is gonna be my guy?
Basically, like I said, we said before we got into the game, we said and analyzed the game, and we realized more than any other thing, the things that were missing in the game. So we said and analyzed the game, and I had the talent, he had the ear, and he has the hustle for it, right? And we said, like, yo, I told him, yo, you know what, I want to venture into this whole thing and whatnot. He's down for the whole thing. This is a dream of a collective. It's two dreams at the same time. We're fusing it together. We started this whole thing together. I didn't like start rapping and be like, yo, we need to make it. He was there when I started this whole thing. So I never really went to him like, yo, I need a manager or anything like that. I had a manager before I started rapping, basically. That's what happens. We were close like that. We're more like family now. But when we've been close like that, so he's been there and stuff. So when you start doing something and you only live with your niece, for example, like you said, you live with your niece every day. She's with you wherever you go. Yo, I need to go and meet that guy. She's with you. She becomes your manager because the times where when you fall off, she's gonna be like, yo, but then you're not putting in as much work. So yeah, it's an organic thing. We didn't like sit and plan it like, yo, I need a manager and everything. When I came to the game, I already had a manager. That's what's up.
So you doing music? So did you go to school for it, or you studied something? Because our parents are very reluctant into letting us follow like stuff which is media related or the music itself. Do you have any educational background?
I don't have any formal educational background for music, but yo, we go all through different teachings about music from church. We go through different teachings about music from home, the radio and everything. That on its own, you educate yourself. But now, I didn't go to university or to school for this thing. It's a natural talent. That's a gift that I have. I did something else at school which was completely out of music.
What did you do?
I did chemistry, analytical chemistry. I graduated in 2014.
Why did you actually do it?
Why did I do what? Chemistry?
Yeah.
Yo, I grew up. I was a science fanatic in school. I've been like that ever since the youngest time ever in my life. I've been a science fanatic in school. I love chemistry since high school. I've been excelling well in chemistry and everything. Even in varsity, I've been doing well, good grades and everything. But then now this is more like a calling. I know you're gonna ask how did I jump into music after that? It's more like a calling.
No, I was not gonna ask that because you went to university and then you actually started rapping after you left high school.
Yeah.
So I was not gonna ask that. What I was gonna ask is that, are you working now? Like from what you studied, or you just like, no, I have this degree, it's fine. But then if ever after, this is something I'm gonna fall back on now, let me just focus on the music.
Let me tell you how it actually happened, right? I was in school. I completed the whole theory part and everything. Then came the practical part. I was working in the lab at school, and then I got, employed in some other place in Northwest, and I started working there and everything. So now what happened was, while I was busy working and everything, you just feel this thing inside of you saying, yo, you need to go back home and everything. I'd call Sean, like, yo, Sean, send me this and that, and then, because we already had, projects that were left behind and everything, send me this beat and everything, I want to work on it, and now it started becoming an itch. I couldn't just focus on the work alone. This music thing was still haunting. It was haunting. I was like, yo, you know what? I need to get done with this and put it on the side and actually explore this thing that is calling me so hard. So yeah, that's what's up.
Alright, my guy. What about now? I've heard what you have to say. So let me hear that in buzz. So we are about to give you the song right about now. Okay. So please make it dope. Freestyle.
Yeah.
Can you do that for us?
Yeah, I can do that.
Fuck it, don't be a starter.